you'll be watching this video is me on Uplink with the SN6 III. This is a post-patch update, so with the better accuracy. I think I did pretty damn good, in my opinion, for playing the objective as much as I did. I played a little more offensively in the first little bit, and then I realized I was at the wrong flag and I wasn't defending, and they got a pretty decent lead on us. But it's a really close game, and stick around to the end to see how it ends up. Thank you guys for watching. See you later. It is OP as hell. Like, holy shit, that gun is OP. I don't know, it just seems OP. I haven't been able to use it. I've seen people use it, and it just looks OP to me. And you can't do that with a DLC weapon. People have to pay for that, and then your game's pay to win. And now we're going to be able to buy supply drops. That's even more pay to win. Mitochondria basically in the future is pay to winning the fuck out of Advanced Warfare. And it's not going to be, I don't know. It's not going to be cool. But the unlocking weapons after you prestige a certain amount was a really good idea. Buying supply drops, not so much. But I don't know. It's not a very good idea in my opinion. They shouldn't do it. Anyway, let's get to the patch notes. Alright, first we got the endgame updates. We got full royalty character loot set unlocked. Who gives a shit? Connectivity optimizations, connectivity and matchmaking improvements when in a party, that's good. 15 new prestiges, we all knew about that. They added 15 more daily supply drop challenges, alright. I guess that's cool. I don't really give a shit about that. I want you to fix the guns, but okay. Fixed a rare issue where players were not able to spawn into the game. That has happened to me before. Fixed the sound of the SAC-3. If you guys didn't know, when you had suppressors on a SAC-3, you could shoot across the map from someone and they would hear your guns. And they fixed that. Fixed rare issue where players would spawn without a gun. Reduced max number of players in a private match to 10. I never played private, so it doesn't really affect me. Added the ability for purchase creative class slots and appear in private matches. Again, doesn't really affect me. Fixed rare crash issue with signing out with one player while split screen. Players will now be shown a player does not own. Players will now be shown a players does not own the map pack message when a player without the Havoc DLC joins the party. I'm not sure, but I do think that they fixed it to where it won't let you join Exo Zombies. I think I'll get to that when I get to the zombies. Heavy weapon, increased player movement speed by 5%. We're in the weapon balancing now. That's good. That's really good, actually. 5% is decent, and you can move faster with heavy weapons. You were slow as hell before. Corrected scopes on the 84. I don't remember there being anything wrong with that on the 360. Maybe it was on the next-gen consoles. But I don't think there was ever a problem with me. MK14 reduced recoil. I mean, what? It's a fucking semi-auto weapon. Why would you need to reduce the recoil? Increase the damage on the MK14. It's a single shot. It needs to be able to compete with guns like the BAU. It needs to be maybe like 2 to 3 shot kill with it, at least. Or at most. ARX increased magazine size. I'm pretty sure they increased it to 45. The AMR9 was increased to, the damage was increased and decreased time between bursts. So you do more damage and the time from the last bullet to the first bullet of the next burst was decreased, which is actually really good for that gun. I don't know how much they increased the damage. I'm going to go see about it in a minute. SN6 reduced recoil. I love it. I love the SN6 right now. I've been using it a lot. The KF5 mid damage range increase. That's decent. That's actually good. So I don't know how much. Like I said, I don't know how much they increased it by. Drifter will probably let us know all that stuff. The Atlas 45, which is the pistol, I'm pretty sure. Mid damage range increase, max damage range increase. Okay. PDW increased damage. That's good. The pistols really need a buff, honestly. Especially that 2-burst pistol. That thing looks like a really fun thing to use, but it's got a lot of recoil and, whatchamacallit. It's got a lot of recoil and, it's just not that powerful. Shotguns reduce spread when using Gung Ho. That's awesome. S12 increased fire rate, increased damage. I'm kind of excited to see what that thing's like. EPM3 reduce recoil. Lynx reduce recoil. Here's my favorite, guys. You know that most OP gun in the game, ASM-1? Well, they nerfed it, if you want to call it a nerf. Slightly. They had the fucking audacity to put that in there. Slightly reduced initial fire rate. Really? If you're gonna nerf the fire rate, you need to nerf the fire rate. You're not gonna nerf it. You're gonna nerf it. You're gonna take it down a few, 3 or 4, okay? 3 shots at pretty much any fucking range with an ASM-1 with a submachine gun. A submachine gun, which should take 4 to 5 shots at least. Should not be killing people with assault rifles across the map. I just don't get it. It's a fucking god weapon. You're just, basically you're like, hey, why don't we make a gun that's every gun and you don't have to use anything else? Good idea, Contra, why don't we do that? Here's how I think the development goes over there at Advanced Warfare. Alright guys, what do we need to do to improve this game? Well, sir, I think everyone wants the ASM-1 nerfed. We could improve the kill feed. Sir, I think everyone wants the ASM-1 nerfed, though. We could probably add a new DLC weapon, but sir, like, they want the ASM-1 nerfed. Alright, I think we're good to go. The fuck, man? Come on. I'm so glad I lack the skill of being that shitty at designing something. I'm going over, like, the more important stuff, not, like, the little bitty things they do. So, they replaced the camouflage images. If you don't know, there was something wrong with Royalty and Diamond. By the way, first Call of Duty to fucking have camouflage issues. People that got Centurion were getting Valkyrie instead of Centurion. They fixed that. They adjusted the kill feed from 4 to 6 seconds. Players will no longer receive a daily supply drop challenge for non-redeemable gear they have already acquired. Why don't instead of doing that, just make it to where we get a supply drop challenge? If you're gonna give us gear, name it the daily fucking gear challenge. I mean, it doesn't sound like a supply drop to me. It sounds like some gear. Removed incorrect challenge for the crossbow scope to unlock at 10 kills. I think I know what they're talking about there, but I'm not sure. This one pisses me off. Score streak updates. The score streaks are bad enough. Sentry gun turrets now die in 1 melee hit. They died in 3 before. You know, where does the logic come in, man? Turn your fucking brain on. Come on, man. Like, it doesn't, you don't just go, pow. Alright, it's broken. It's a fucking sentry. It's made of metal, man. I don't give a crap what you punch it with. It's ridiculous. Decrease amount of time the player has to hold X to exit a remote-controlled sentry turret. It doesn't matter because I'm not using that anymore because it's useless now. Unmodified missile strike missiles now travel faster when boosting. Every time I use the missile strike, I can never control it and it just goes off the map, so I quit using it. Vulcan laser score streak now fires longer. That's not cool, man. I guess it's cool, but I don't use it, and I hate those things. Probation is now in ranked play, which a lot of people are excited about. He did that right. They adjusted broadcasting mode. I don't know what they did with it. Is it me, or does it seem like when you're watching people in S&D, it seems like when I hit A, it takes like 3 seconds to switch players. When I go back to play Black Ops 2 Search and Destroy, I'll click left bumper and it just changes immediately. Like, I wish it still did that. They added a feature that shows if you're defending or attacking on Search and Destroy. Increased kill confirms score limit on one shot. Gun game added a leaderboard for gun game. Man, Who came up with that ingenuity fucking idea? Why didn't you do that in the first place, man? I mean, it's common fucking sense. Momentum adjusted spawn locations for the drift map. Uplink fixed an issue where the satellite drone could get stuck on the Clown Inn sign. Map specific updates, I'm not going to go over those. Basically, they fixed glitches. Survival updates, no one gives a shit about extra survival anymore. Zombies updates, here we go. Added ability for players to pause the game in single player private match. Well, hold on. Alright, never mind. I was thinking that they only allowed it in local play, which is like offline play. So never mind. They added a pause ability in Zombies, basically. Which, how did you think of that one? How did you think of it? I mean, because it seems to me that Treyarch was smart enough to do it right off the bat. And they also didn't make their Zombies DLC. So, I'm just at a loss for words as to why you didn't add that in the first place. And how did you not get enough game testers in 3 years' time to test for glitches? And now there's people with fucking round 400s up just because they sat in a glitch for 3 days. Come on, man. Come on. Now, you need to wipe the leaderboards now. I know it's going to piss people off that actually got records, but you need to wipe the leaderboards. And that's what you should have done when you messed up the win-loss ratios. Leaderboards should have been wiped. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just kind of ridiculous. And you also need to add in a reset stats thing. Fixed various out-of-map exploits. Good thing that's fixed, because every time I joined private or public match, I was just like, dude, play the game, get out of the glitch, please. That's basically it, guys. This update's just kind of so-so for me. Some things he did right. A lot of things he shit the bed on. He pretty much shit the bed on most of it. ASM1, I don't think Connery knows what a nerf is. Nerf the bow. Alright, I'll just make it a little less accurate. Not the problem. Nerf the ASM1. Alright, you fire 200 rounds per second slower. It's just fucking... Why? Why? I'm at a loss for words. I'm done being mad at him. I just have to accept the fact that you can't fix stupid. You just can't fix it.